Coach, thank you for your time. It's immediate after training. First of all, it's my first time to meet you. We are glad that you are here, so welcome in Rwanda.
Thank you very much for all your words, and so it's my pleasure to be here. As I said many times before, in such kind of beautiful country and such kind of the people around me. Really, I'm very happy, and I hope that I will do something here, and that I will prove my name and give my best for up here.
Thank you, Coach Darko. Coach, you are here for the next 3 years. The people you will be working with on a daily basis, they want to know the kind of a person you are. Your personality, character, your modus operandi. In that regard, who is Coach Novic?
Really, it's a difficult question, and it's not easy to answer. And I don't know what to say about me. Just maybe I like to respect everything around me, all people around me, my players, my staff, you like a journalist, people around, supporters, club, and that's it. I try to be normal one and person who will give respect to the people. And of course, I will try to stay here 3 years, like we say, mentioned in our agreement.
Thank you so much. Who is Coach Darko as a football coach? We want to know more about you. You came with your assistant, but who is Darko as a football coach?
If I say something about me as a football coach, all coaches in the world try to make have some idol and have some style of play and have some try to not to copy but try to be like someone. But first I try to whenever I play I try to adapt myself to the country, to the club, to the mentality of the people, and try to find what's the best for the team. And doesn't matter because maybe I like some kind of style of play. Of course that I have to manage and change my style if I have not if I can do it with my team. As you know that many people many coaches like to play football, like to make a possession, like to dominate in the game, but it's not reality. You cannot do it all the time. Depend about quality of the player. Sometimes depend about competition. Depend about continent where you work, and because that I'm not. My profile is not like to be. Like to be only one. I have to be different in many types. To try to adapt myself, and that's it. As a coach.
Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. Yes, you came to APR. You are a coach of APR. For you, what does APR represent to you?
I had from before very big emotion for this club. Especially because we played before 2 years against APR here, Monastir APR, and for me it was very, very big challenge because in that time in Monastir we start to build a new team, and we have very difficult preparation, and we have very difficult situation in the club about money, about Tunisian Federation in that moment was, I can say, not good organization. And all the time they postpone championship, postpone the dates, and they have not such kind of rules that when you start, you have to finish in the same time like other teams. Because that we had a lot of problems, and our first official match it was here in Rwanda, and because that very special for me. And that match we lost 1-0 here, and IPR played very good football in that moment, and from that moment I had very, very, very good feelings and very good, very big emotion about IPR. And of course I followed them from that moment, and even before we play, I meet them years before when they play against Berkane and other teams. And because that I don't know. Destiny is to be here, no, but it happened.
Very good. They say Coach Darko is an offensive one. I read somewhere, just preparing for this interview, that he's a very good adept of 4-3-3 as a formation. He likes offensive football. Is that you really?
Yes, but offensive football doesn't give me best results. It's reality. Okay, in Monastir, for example, we play 4-3-3 in that moment, but it was more defensive type, more than offensive. We didn't score a lot of goals. For example, in the first part of the season, we score 19, but we get only 5 goals, for example. That means that we play very good in defensive phases. With Setif, it was similar. We use 4-3-3 system, but sometimes with 4-2-3-1, but it was also defensive because we play against much bigger clubs by quality, not by name, but by quality in that moment, like Ahli, like Esperance, or like CRB, MC Algier. And in that moment, of course, that we have to be adapt and be defensive. For example, we kick out Esperance in the quarterfinal with one defensive approach to the field. And in Africa, okay, maybe in our domestic league, you can be all the time offensive, but in Africa you have to choose the game. It can be all the time that you have, especially when you have North Africa in front of you. North Africa clubs.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much. APR is the most decorated club in Rwanda. They have many trophies, many local trophies. But their fan base, their supporters, they want to see this club evolve at African level. They dream being one of the best clubs in Africa. That's your challenge ahead. Are you ready to take it?
Of course, but this is about what we talk. This is procedure. It can be done by 1 year. It must to be make a good planning program for the future, and go step by step, year by year. Like in a football career, you cannot go over 3 years. If you go step by step, sure you will become big players. But if you miss some steps in your education, like in school, also in your education, you will not reach your point in target. And here is also we have to be careful all the time when we choose the players, when we bring professional players, when we work with young Rwanda players, and of course that we by the time we have to make stability for the club and make a competitive team in Africa. Doesn't matter to come to us, I don't know, any club from Egypt, Algeria, Morocco, or Tunisia, or from other African countries like, I don't know, ASEC Abidjan or Mamelodi or some big clubs from Central Africa or South Africa, that we can challenge them without to be fair that we will be kicked out. And that's it. But this is procedure. For this we need time. But sure, we have to make a progress year by year or month by month.
Thank you so much. APR are the Rwanda champions. They are playing Champions League. We've seen you in training. We were told by the management of the club that you are waiting for some few players, professional players. Do you have the image of your team to be? How are the boys coping with your training regime so far?
Yes, of course, that I have, and about some positions or what we need in this moment and what we have to build for the future. I will not talk because I respect those guys who work with me from beginning. But of course that I have picture in my head that I know what we need in this moment, and we have a lot of time because more than 6 weeks, 7 weeks before real competition start, and I think that by improving day by day like they do from beginning and bringing some of new players, that we will make and build good team.
Thank you, coach. Thank you. Now let's go to Sekafa. I know there is Sekafa Kagame Cup. It's still in the pipeline. It's a regional competition. Do you have that in your mind? It's in a few weeks ahead.
Yes, I know that it will be in Tanzania, if I'm sure. Yes, in Tanzania around the 20th of July. Talk about that and think about that. It's very difficult to judge about this competition because he will come in maybe not good moment for the team, but at the same time you will play there very good matches and good for you. But sometimes when you become in the form before league start, it's not good, of course, and your team can become empty. Now in this moment Still, I'm not sure it's good for us or not good for us because this is tournament, this competition play average 3 or 4 days if you reach next stage, and they are competitive matches there, and that's the give to the team, to our players all the time to be 100% prepared. And same time after that you have to recover them, bring them back to another game. We will see about it. We have still more than 3 weeks or 4 weeks before starting. We will decide what's the best for us in this moment.
Thank you so much, Coach. Last but not least, APR is a club with a lot of supporters. A message for them.
It's all the time. It's not easy when you have to message to supporters something because in the football you cannot promise. You cannot promise result, of course. You cannot promise such kind of things. But I can say that we can promise very hard work and we will be professionals. We will be all the time involved in anything what club need, and for sure this is our message, and sure players' message to the supporters, and we need them for the future. We need them into the game to be with us, and I'm sure that we have some quality in the team that we will play good football, especially in our league.
Coach, it was a big pleasure to talk with you. We are still together. We wish you all the best in your period here in Rwanda and success with your journey in APR Football Club.
All the time, and also for me, as I said, it was my pleasure, and I have big responsibility. First for the people who brought me here, club, and people around me, also for media and people to Rwanda. Big responsibility to prove my name. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.